guys, so this is a video inspired by one of my subscribers who has turned into a friend, Jacqueline. Her username on Instagram is Jackie with a 3.baby, and her username on TikTok is Jackie.doll. I will go ahead and I will link her social media down below so you guys can go follow her. She is beautiful inside and out. I love her style. She's so kind. She's hilarious. Just such a genuine person, and it really means a lot to me, Jackie, that I can honor you in this video and show you a little bit of my appreciation for you and your existence. So thank you so much for being so kind and always supportive of me. It means more to me than I could ever put into words. So thank you so much. I hope you guys really enjoy the video. Thank you for watching. Bye! Okay, so I totally forgot to give context. These are the photos that I was going on for inspiration. So I drew a little bit of inspiration from each of them with the, and that's Jackie letting me know that I can do this, with the pointed inner corner eyeliner and the nice bright highlight. And yeah, so we're going ahead with the Sheglam Skinny Brow Pencil, which is honestly the same as the P. Louise Skinny Brow Pencil. I think all skinny brow pencils are the same, but whatever. Then we're using the P. Louise base, and we're going in with Top from the Orgy palette, the Jeffree Star Orgy palette. Going ahead and using that as the all over crease color. Jackie didn't have any really stark white highlight on her brow bone, and I used a stark white highlight. I don't know why I did that. And when I did that, I was like, oh, I'm just going to go ahead and blend this color up. So I blended it up really far, and I just toned down that white highlight that I put on the eyebrow bone. Then I'm going in with Booby Trap from the Orgy palette and using that as an outer corner darkening. Blending that out with Top again. It's just going back and forth with the darker color and then blending it out with the lighter color and vice versa. Well, not vice versa, because you're not blending the lighter color out with the darker color, but you feel me. So then I'm going to go ahead and use Star Vows from the Star Wedding palette on the lid. And it's just like a nice shimmery kind of gold color. And then for the inner corner highlight, I used Cut the Cake, which is a shimmery white that's in the Star Wedding palette. And I sprayed some setting spray on that. I sprayed the Creme Shop and Hello Kitty Celebrate Setting and Priming Spray for the inner corner there. And then applied that. For the eyeliner, I used the Made by Mitchell liquid eyeliner, and I used that and gave myself a wing. Also, the really bright inner corner highlight was a little too stark, so I just went ahead and blended it out with that top color. So Jackie has a pointed inner corner eyeliner. If you're familiar with me, you might know this, but the inner corners of my eyes water a lot and get irritated, so I don't really like to use liquid liner there. If I'm going to do a pointed eyeliner look, which I did here, I will use a shadow, and for that shadow, I used the black from the Star Wedding palette, which is Tuxedo Black. So I went ahead and used that on the inner corner, just because if you use liquid eyeliner there and then it gets wet, it's going to smear all over. Where I find is if you get the shadow wet, it's just going to kind of smudge a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then I used the Benefit They're Real Magnetic Mascara. And for eyelashes, I had a ton of questions on these eyelashes in my live stream. I used the Pure and Barbie collab lashes, Barbie doll, and I cut up a 301 lash from Elegant Lashes, and I used those for the spikes. I used 3 of the spikes and put one on the outer, one on the middle, and one on the inner, because Jackie has a little bit of like a spiked lash look in one of the photos that I thought was really beautiful. And then I went ahead and spiked my lower lash line as well too by applying mascara and then taking my tweezers and just squeezing those in together. So for primer, I use the Catrice Prime and Fine primer, and I'm using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer here, just for the initial concealing. And then I'm going ahead and using the Kimchi Chic, a really good foundation all over. I just go ahead and smear that all over my face, and then I go back over with the Beauty Blender and blend everything out and make it look more skin-like. Then I use a white concealer for even further highlighting, and that's the Kimchi Chic The Most Concealer. Under my eyes, on my forehead, on my chin, those types of areas. And then I used the Soul Body Bronzing Balm. I only used Creme bronzer this time. I didn't use any of the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer or the Marc Jacobs Omega Tan or whatever it's called. I didn't use any of that. I don't know why I would have. And I also, which is really weird, just set with a pressed powder and I didn't set with a loose powder. I don't know why I did that, but if I would, I completely forgot, honestly, and I'm just realizing I didn't do it now. I would definitely go back and do that. So make sure you do that. Make sure you set your face so it doesn't smudge or anything. I'm lucky because I wasn't going anywhere, but yeah, especially if you're going somewhere, you don't want it to transfer or anything like that. So just continually blending. I use the Soul Body Bronzing Balm on my forehead, and then I used it on the outer perimeter of my cheeks, which I've shown before, and my non-existent jawline. Use that, blend that all out. The blush, I wanted to do kind of like an orangey blush because it looks to me like that's what Jacqueline uses. I could very well be wrong, but that's just kind of the vibe it was giving me. I used Made by Mitchell Mango Daiquiri Blursh, and tell me why it turned yellow. I don't know why, but it's like a really, really bright orange and it turned yellow. But anyway, it doesn't really matter because I used over top of it the Pixi and Hello Kitty Charming Glow Chrome Glow palette. And I used the orange color that's in the middle row, third column. I used that to kind of orange up the yellow blush that was there. So just using that Soul Body Bronzing Balm, you can see there where I use the bronzer just on the perimeter of my face. I don't like any stark lines or anything like that, so I don't really like to do contour too heavily. I just put it on the outside there and it tends to do what I need it to do, give me a little bit more definition, and looks like I've lost a little bit of weight. I love these lashes though. I'm really, really digging these lashes, this lash combo. Honestly though, you could take any basic lash. It doesn't have to be the Pierre and Barbie lashes. And then use the 301s to cut up the spikes. The 301 is what really gives the look that you want, you know? Like that's the kind of star of the show. Using that body bronzing balm all over my nose as well too. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is use Colourpop Flexetarian highlighter on the tip of my nose, as well as some Danessa Myricks Enlight powder in the color Ice. It's Danessa Myricks Enlight Halo in Ice, after spraying on some of the Creme Shop and Hello Kitty setting and priming spray, just to further enhance that highlighter. But yeah, as you can see, that blush is like yellow. So I thought that was really strange, but I'm toning it down with MAC Studio Fix powder right now. And then I go ahead and go over it with the orange from that Hello Kitty and Pixi palette. I was really, really loving, oh, and also the Studio Fix powder in Shivering White. I use that under my eyes and on my forehead to further brighten them up because you might know I love a really bright under eye. This is when I'm oranging up that blush, and I think it turned out really beautifully. I think it was a similar color to what Jackie wears, at least from what I can tell. I could be totally wrong, but that's the vibe she's giving me. And then I'm going in with the Colourpop Flexetarian and putting that all over my cheek, as always, on my forehead, on my nose, on my chin. Love a lot of highlighter. I did as well, to forget to mention, I believe that I used the Made by Mitchell Blacktrack All Smudge No Budge pencil for the eyeliner. I didn't do anything super crazy on the bottom lash line because I wanted the spiked eyelashes to be kind of the focal point, the spiked bottom lashes. And I'm using the MAC Stripdown Lipliner, an old fave. And then going over it with the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink in the color Peachy. This looked very similar to the color that she wears. Once again, to me. And then spraying that Cream Shop and Hello Kitty spray, and then putting on that Danessa Myricks Enlight Halo in Ice for even more glow. And on the nose, Jackie has a beautiful nose, and she highlights the tip of it, so definitely had to do that. Now I'm using the Benefit They're Real Magnetic Mascara and going in with my tweezers to spike the lashes. This is not something I would normally do because my eyelashes tend to get really irritated, like feel like they're pulling almost whenever I wear a bottom mascara. But this was really comfortable. Actually, I was really surprised. But I tweezed the inner and outer corner of my lashes, so maybe that's why now I don't have those irritating eyelashes anymore, because they grow inwards. So I have this gene, I guess, but that's neither here nor there. So yeah, I tweezed those, but this is, it ended up looking, I think, really pretty, and I loved it. For the hair, throwing it up in my usual messy updo. I don't have any straight bangs, brown straight bangs that match Jackie's, so I was like, fuck, I gotta do this. But regardless, I really hope you guys enjoy the video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much, Jackie, for being so supportive of me always, and just love you, girl. Bye.